Okay, I gotta put my shirt back on now. Put my shirt back on because this isn't one of my swing joints, you know. By the way, this pin right here, I got that from Mr. Lobo, horror host. Creature Feature Fan Club. He gave me a freebie because he said, "Here, rock this for you." Because I'm a big fan of his movies, and I go to his late night horror shows at 2 a.m. You know, when or like at the Monster Bash. Yeah, it's cool. He showed Reptilicus at like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's great. He had that spinning wheel. He'd say, "Look into the wheel." You know, it spins around. It'll send you into the 5th dimension. You know, whatever. Anyway, whatever. It was a lot of fun. Mr. Lobo, he was great. He showed the right kind of movies. He showed those low-budget B movies, you know. Reptilicus, Devil Bat, movies like that. Blood of Dracula's Castle, Dracula vs. Frankenstein by Al Edison. That's Al Edison's greatest movie. I met him once. I met Sam Sherman twice, who's the associate producer of Dracula vs. Frankenstein and a lot of his movies. Al Edison was the director. Yeah. Okay, and Dracula vs. Frankenstein, 1971 version, directed by Al Adamson. Great movie. He died like 5 months after I met him. I met him at Children's Theater in 1994. He died like about 5 months later. It was on Extra. My mom said, "David, come in here. There's a monster movie maker on TV. You're going to like this." She has Extra on it talking about Al Adamson. He got murdered by his plumber. It's sad. Anyway, but rest in peace, Al Adamson, great director. I love Dracula vs. Frankenstein. I can watch that over and over. I didn't want to watch it again tonight because that's a very entertaining movie. Yeah. Okay. And I want to say, so anyway, I want to say when I was named Corporal Ura in the Marines, that was at Camp Geiger, North Carolina, which is part of Camp Lejeune. Camp Lejeune is Maine side. That's about 8 miles away. Camp Geiger is one of the smaller camps. That's kind of closer to the rifle range, and it's kind of near Camp Johnson, which is that's for the married couples, married military, married Marines. They stay at Camp Johnson. A lot of that, not all of them, but a lot of them, because they have like trailers there and stuff. My friend Corporal Dennis Poison was living there in apartment or trailer number 666. He got it on purpose, 666, like Mark of the Beast. He used to joke about that. But you know, he's saved. You know, he has Jesus in his heart, like me and our friend Stein. You know, we ask Jesus in our heart, but you know, he got it just to be funny. It doesn't mean he's got the Antichrist, because that's just the number of the trailer. That's not. It hasn't been forced on us yet. The number system of 666. So, you know, if somebody puts a 666 on their head, that doesn't mean they're satanic. They might be doing it for some B movie. In fact, you know, if someone does that for a B movie or just to play a part, that doesn't mean they're going to go to hell, because it hasn't been forced on us yet. You know. There's a coming, but you know, I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about prophecy, but I don't know everything. But you got to be very careful what you believe, because it's a lot of TV preachers and even preachers at other churches, even at regular churches, even Christians that you meet on the street, they can deceive you because they might not understand the Bible totally about prophecy. Because you got to be careful that you don't misinterpret it, you know. And you want to be positive too. You don't want to be thinking, "Oh, the world's going to end and the world's going to blow up." And no. You know, there's all kinds of verses in the Bible to back up that the earth shall be forever. And whatsoever God doeth shall be forever. That includes the earth. I believe in God. I'm not an atheist. I believe there's no such thing as an atheist. I think even the atheists know that, because deep down they know there's a God. There is the creator of the universe, and it's not man. That there has to be a God. God does exist, because only He could create the earth, the trees, and the planets, and gravity that keeps us down. Yes, we are all made in the image of God, and He even made the cicadas that are buzzing up there in the tree. So you know, man couldn't do that. God created all those insects and the dinosaurs. In Job chapter 40, verse 15, "Behold now Behemoth, which I made with thee." That Behemoth means dinosaur. And then the next chapter, chapter 41, talks about Leviathan. And Leviathan translated means sea monster. So there you go. And God made the dinosaurs. The bones prove it that dinosaurs were here. Now, man couldn't have done that. God made the dinosaurs. But they were wiped out, either in the flood or by volcanoes or volcanic ash or whatever. You know, like T-Rex, Back to the Cretaceous, that movie, that might have been how it happened, or it might have been by a flood. We don't know. But I actually think it was volcanoes, because they find the bones under different layers, and they find volcanic ash, you know, different layers of ground, and it just looks, that's what I think happened. But, you know, there was the flood. There was Noah's Ark, where the whole earth was covered with water, and everything else was destroyed. There was 2 animals of every breed you know, a male and female of every breed of like cows and deer and horses and pigs and all that on board. So that, you know, and everybody else that didn't believe Noah and mocked him and said, no way, that's not going to happen. And then when Noah said, well, you know, after 120 years, he built that ark, and then the storms came down. They all wanted to get in. It was too late because the door was shut. God shut the door. He couldn't open it up again because the flood was starting to come down. He couldn't let everybody on that ark. He told them, you know, to prepare. God's going to flood the earth, and they mocked and made fun of him, and then it was too late for them. Kind of sad, but it happened. They even said they found Noah's Ark up on, I think it's Mount Ararat. People have said they've seen it. Okay, I'll see you. So, you know, God made the dinosaurs, and God created the earth and the heavens and the stars and the planets and the universes, and outside of our solar system. Yeah, Jesus exists. Jesus saves. Ask him in your heart. Okay, yeah. That's right, and I'm not ashamed of Jesus. I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first and also to the Greek, and to anybody else, to the blacks, the whites, the Hispanics, the Mexicans, the Europeans, the Spanish, the Tasmanians from Tasmania, the Romans, whatever, anybody, the Greeks, anyone, you know, the people from Turkey, the Iranians, Iraqians, all of them, they can all be saved. Ask Jesus in your heart. Amen. Jesus saves. I'll see you.